Hi, John Kuvakas here. Today we're going to take a second look at Brooklyn's 1941 Buick Roadmaster convertible Phaeton. Now, this was a cutting-edge body for 1941. They called it a torpedo body because it had a very sleek look to it. It was General Motors C-body, the bigger cars. Designed by Harley Earl, and it kind of has his marks all over. Very flamboyant, yet beautiful at the same time. And in particular, if you look at it at the rear end, it's got a strong hint of the Buicks that would eventually come after the war. Now, some of the things it had was a power-operated top, very luxurious for the time. It had a 3-speed manual transmission, 320 cubic inch engine, 165 horsepower. They called it the Fireball 8. I just love the names they had of these cars back then. But it was the most powerful engine available in the United States. And the way they did this was through what they called a compound carburetor. Now, what these were 2 twin carburetors. One of them ran all the time, and the other one would open up under hard acceleration. It really was the forerunner of the 4-barrel carburetor. It became very popular in the 50s. So the hood could be opened up from either side. That was a feature that nobody else was using at the time. It had an adjustable radio antenna, and back then, AM radios, when you would move, the signal would move, so you could adjust the direction of the antenna from inside using a knob just under the window. So it was a heavy car, 4,200 to 4,600 pounds. They only made 326 of these, and it was one of the last of the 4-door convertibles made by a domestic manufacturer. Now, you have to understand the context of the car. Buick was right up there, considered the same level as Cadillac and Packard. They had a high quality image, and for 1941 they had the most powerful car available in the United States. So Brooklyn's given us a model of it, and this is a model of the 41, what they called the M71C 4-door Phaeton. So let's take a look at it, and we'll get it up here on the turntable. I just love the packaging. And take a close look at it. Okay, so the first thing I see, the paint, it's lustrous, it's deep, it's very well done. They've done a great job on it. There are little bits of trim all over this car that just shout out the incredible detail. Very, very delicate trim line going from the hood all the way towards the trunk. Separate door handles, the trim on the rear skirts, on the front quarter panel, the trim on top of the fenders, just fantastic. That light, delicate chrome trim that goes just below the rocker panels is fantastic. The wipers are to scale. The trim around the windows is very delicately done, very much to scale. The grille is a work of art. It's got tremendous depth, a lot of black wash on it, makes it look fantastic. The bumpers, front and rear, are lustrous and chrome. It's very nicely done. The headlights do not have lenses in them, but it's hard to tell. You got to look at really close. So they did a really good job on the headlights on these for being without lenses. The rear tail lights, very well picked out. The Buick emblem above the license plate and the license plate bracket and the hinges on the trunk, they're just little works of art. The interior is just exceptionally well done. The steering wheel is accurate, true to what a steering wheel on a 41 Buick would look like. The dash is well done. The dials are obscured a bit behind the steering wheel, but that's appropriate. The radio and the clock just over the glove compartment there, very well done. Separate handles for the window cranks. The seats are well replicated. Textures are very nice in here. And probably the last thing I want to point out is the wheels. And Brooklyn's just doing a great job on the wheels. They've got the Buick logo right in the middle of them, the delicate trim ring around them. I love the red accents. It really kind of makes the whole model pop. And the white walls are the right and correct size. This is a beautiful model. And I got to tell you something, The great thing about these models that have been in stock for a while, if you don't have one in stock, you've got an opportunity to pick up a really nice model for right around the neighborhood of $200 or so. Sometimes they're a little bit less, sometimes they're on sale. That would be the time to jump on them. This is a fantastic model. If you have it, go over to your shelf and take another look at it again. There's a lot more detail than it would first seem. And if you don't have it, it's an opportunity to add just a beautiful model of a very unique car to your collection. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for spending your time with me, and I'll be back to you again sometime real soon.